Today's idea of the day is a way to improve the security features of Uber. Now, this is a very simple idea. Now, the concept behind Uber is pretty simple. You use your app and you dial up and you want a driver on a certain day and time, and that driver will come and hopefully get there shortly thereafter and drop you off to your destination. But what they're not checking up on is that the driver got you there safely. Now, they do have a feedback system, we all know about that, but they don't actually have a way to ensure that we know that the driver wasn't some sort of a serial killer. Now, to prevent that, what they need to do is have a functionality whereby the person who used their Uber app at the point where they arrive at their destination basically signs off when they get out of the car and essentially says, yes, I have arrived safely. So by checking in and basically saying, I have arrived safely, you know that that ride ended well. And of course, that means that if the person forgets to do that, the app should come up later and essentially say, are you okay? And they would essentially sign off and say, yes, I am fine, and they log in and do that. And the reason this could be so important is if there is a situation where you do have a bad guy driving behind the wheel, you'd want to know as soon as possible so that you can prevent that driver from getting any further than they have, and it could alert law enforcement. So if someone has a bad ride and they need to report that person, when it asks you, are you okay? If you do not respond in a certain amount of time, they should flag that driver and basically block them out. And if there's a potential that it asks them if they're okay and they say, no, I'm not, I've been hit in the head, and incidents where people have gotten into physical harm, they should be able to alert law enforcement, and the Uber app should actually be able to find them and stop them from making that happen again. So there are ways of improving the security of Uber, and that is today's idea of the day.